Grab yourself a tea and let's talk about the most important thing for a man to do. And that is to have containment, the absolute foundations of being a man. See, most men today are being taught to open up, to talk more, to express their feelings. And look, there's value in that. But the real question isn't whether you're emotional, it's whether you can hold your emotion. Whether you can stay present, completely still, anchored, and moved. When life throws curveballs, chaos at you, because that is what's missing in the modern masculine containment. Masculine containment isn't about being emotionless or robotic. It's about being the container, the grounded presence that doesn't leak, collapse, or react when under pressure or when pressure builds. It's about transmuting the inner fire into direction, into purpose, something all men are lacking today, purpose. It's the discipline to feel everything without being ruled by any of it. You want to know what masculine containment looks like? Picture this. 1612, on a little island in Japan, a man named Miyamoto Musashi accepts a duel against another master swordsman, Sasuke Kyoto. Now, with my Aussie accent, I think I'm butchering the shit out of those two names, so I'm sorry in advance. But anyway, I'll give it another crack. So Kyoto was fast, dangerous, and technically brilliant. He had this long sword. They called it the laundry drying pole. The man was no joke, very feared. But Musashi understood something deeper, that the fight isn't won with the sword. It's won before the sword is ever drawn. This still happens today in the fight culture. You know, you have many fighters still doing the same thing at weigh-ins, at press conferences, the circus that comes with it in the modern era. Now, the best to do it in the modern time would be Ali, Mayweather, and as of last decade, definitely McGregor. So, Musashi shows up hours late and keeps Kyoto waiting in the heat, boiling in shame, rage, and ego. When Musashi finally arrives, he's calm, he's collected. On the way over, he carved a wooden sword out of an oar on his boat ride in, just casually. Kyoto by this point is furious. He throws his scabbard into the sea, screaming that he won't need it again. And Musashi simply says, if you have thrown away your scabbard, you've already lost the fight. A few seconds later, one blow. Kyoto dead. All she wrote. Now that's masculine containment. That's what happens when you master your inner world. Musashi didn't win because he had the better technique, the better sword, clearly. He won because he wasn't reactive, because he knew who he was because he stayed still inside while Kajoro burnt alive in his own emotional fire. Musashi, that is real containment. Now, this is what most modern men don't get. The first to react is the first to lose. And most men today, they are reacting to everything, right? To their woman's mood swings, to a comment on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that bullshit, to money problems, to being told no, they chuck a dummy spit. They can't handle it. They get knocked out by life every day. Not because they are weak, but because they've never been taught to hold containment. Now, in relationships, containment means not flinching. When your woman breaks down, not running, not fixing, just being present, listening, seeking to understand. As we are not the same, male and female, doesn't mean we have to ignore one or the other. Now, in business, it's staying centered when the deal falls through or the client ghosts you. It's in many facets of life. It's also in fatherhood. It's been the calm when the child loses it. It's not about force. It's about nervous system leadership. You become the container as the father, and then they regulate through you. From 0 to 7, that's what a child does. It's a pure sponge. Most men can't do this because they were never shown how. They were raised in feminine energy around mothers. 80% of single parent households are female in Australia. All by design. Men don't initiate men, but instead domesticate them to be mummy's boys. No one taught them that containment is sacred, that being able to sit in your pain, yours or someone else's, and not collapse. It's not stoicism. That's spiritual maturity. Okay? Feeling your emotions is masculine. Being ruled by them is not. Big difference. Huge. The man who can feel the depth of sadness, rage, lust, and not act from it, but through it, that's the man who is safe, grounded, and powerful. Not because he's pretending to be strong, but because he is strong. He's not putting on a facade. It's just, you can just see a solid man standing there, not with the big muscles and all that bullshit. So how do you build containment? You do the things that stretch your nervous system. You sit in hard times in solitude and you don't move. You practice breath work and feel the pressure. Move it through the body. Move it through the somatic system. You retain your seed and you learn to channel it into purpose. Pain into purpose. You journal your shadows. You sit in meditation until you meet the chaos in your mind and don't run. You join men's groups, very powerful. I run a men's group every Friday afternoon. Sauna, it's incredible. And it's a bit different to sitting at a pub, sinking bulk piss and snorting gear, which what most Australians do to have a chat and debrief. You hold space without trying to fix or dominate. You lead without barking. You become the man who doesn't just talk about presence, but embodies it. Because here's the truth. This might affect a lot of people. The feminine is chaos. The masculine is structure. It's natural biology. She is the storm. You are the mountain. She is the river. You are the riverbed. Your role is not to control her. Your role is to contain her and the family unit, to hold the field so she can unravel and return safely. The same is true with your mission, your fear, your impulses, and your pain. See, masculine containment isn't suppression. It's the sacred ability to stay with the moment, all of it, every single bit of it, every single second of it. Stay there and say, I've got this, without abandoning yourself. It's having the capacity to hold both intensity and stillness, chaos and order, fire and silence. It's where the mature man is born, from boy psychology to man psychology. So, if you're watching this and something in you knows it's time to stop leaking power, time to stop reacting like a wounded boy, time to stop collapsing when shit gets hard, then this is your path. If this resonates and hits something in here, this is your path. This is the initiation you have to go through. This is where the boy dies and the sovereign man is born. Now, if this spoke to something deep in you, drop a comment. I'd love to hear below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I've said. See, I choose containment. I want to know who's walking this path. This is what this channel's for. Okay? If you like it and you want more of this, like the video, subscribe if you want. I'll see you in the next one. Stay grounded, stay present, and be the fucking mountain.